The woman burned all her photos with her husband, took off her wedding ring without hesitation, threw away every gift meant for her daughter, and dragged her suitcase straight to the airport. At that moment her clueless husband and daughter were still with the scheming woman. The reason she left them so coldly was because just a few days ago, while enrolling her daughter in school, she discovered her marriage certificate was fake, and the system listed her daughter as the child of her husband and the scheming woman. In that instant she remembered how 6 years ago, her husband suddenly brought home a child from the orphanage, saying this child would stop his parents from forcing her to take dangerous remedies to get pregnant. She believed him completely, and thought the child saved their love, but the child cried endlessly, so the husband brought in the scheming woman, saying she had childcare experience. As soon as the child was with the woman they became quiet. She never imagined the child was actually their biological daughter. Only now did she realize she had been raising someone else's child for years. 10 years of marriage only to be repaid with betrayal. To find the truth she went home to confront her husband, but before she stepped inside she overheard a heartbreaking conversation. The scheming woman was the one truly married to her husband. Her world completely collapsed. Turns out in this marriage she was the only one who had been loyal. Her husband had long forgotten his vows. Heartbroken she called her grandfather, saying she wanted to come home. He was overjoyed, but she asked for 7 more days. Soon after she returned home, her husband sweetly pulled her to the table, saying he had spent the morning cooking for her. His warm smile made her waver for a moment. Just as she was about to ask about the marriage certificate, the scheming woman called. Her husband's face changed instantly. He mumbled something about work, and rushed out the door. Her heart sank, and she quietly followed him. At the hospital she heard something even more crushing. The scheming woman was pregnant again with her husband's child. Seeing the two of them so loving, the woman burst into tears. Her husband still had no idea. Crushed, she took off her wedding ring, and threw it into the trash. Right then he sent her a message, saying he was going on a business trip, and promised a surprise when he got back. She replied coldly, saying she had a surprise too. What she didn't expect was that he even made a video call as if nothing had happened. From her daughter's attitude toward the scheming woman, she could tell the truth had long been known, and she was just a joke to them. Seeing the three of them so happy together, she couldn't take it anymore, and ended the call. A few days later her husband came home with a bouquet of roses, and invited her to their 7th wedding anniversary party. Since she was leaving anyway, she decided to see how far he would go with the act. She tossed the flowers aside, and went to the party with him. On the table were 99 love letters he had written to her. She found it painfully ironic. Just as he leaned in to kiss her tenderly, his secretary barged in with their daughter. Their daughter saw the wedding photo, and curiously walked toward it, but the scheming woman deliberately tripped her. As the heavy photo frame fell toward them, the husband rushed to shield the scheming woman and their daughter. The woman was hit, and began bleeding on the spot. After being rushed to the hospital, she could no longer hold back her pain. She questioned her husband, saying she was his legal wife, so why did he always protect the secretary? He coldly replied that the scheming woman was pregnant, so he had to take care of her. Unable to listen any longer, she kicked him out of the room. But right then, the woman unexpectedly found out she was pregnant too.